What is going on, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and we're back with the Intamin Multi-Launch Coaster, also known as Oberon, since we have revealed the name and theme of the ride, Oberon. And here we are in episode 12, I believe, which is awesome. So today we're going to be working on a lot of details on the path, the exit path, and just some more scenery stuff around the ride as well. So everything's going to be fantastic today. I don't work too much on the gift shop in this episode. I had an entrance and exit wall you'll see here in just a moment, but that's about it we're going to do with the gift shop for today. Everything else is a lot of trees, foliage, and scenery and theming. That's basically what today's theme is going to be for today. So we're placing some of these curbs, which I think look really nice. This is a nice discovery by me. I like using this piece or part and playing a coaster as a curb now. I'm probably going to be using it again sometime in the future because I think it looks fantastic, and I think it works really, really good, really well for like planters and different stuff like that, and just curbs on alongside the paths. It looks fantastic. So I wanted to add a little bit of theming over in this area. And this spot right here, we added a couple of planters for these trees. Very foresty, very stuff that we're gonna look like as well. And I also added these little wagon things, whatever you call these things, and some barrels as well, because I feel it'll be just fine for the theming of the ride. It'll look good, and everything will look fantastic for the King of the Fairies, which is Oberon. So very foresty. Don't let the King of the Fairies thing fool you. This guy is he's definitely gonna pack a punch with this coaster. So don't underestimate this guy. He's gonna have one of the best coasters in the world. Obviously it is inspired by Oberon. It is inspired a lot by Velocicoaster, Islands of Adventure, and Universal Orlando. So I did do a little bit of lighting. I am going to leave Gunner with a lot of the lighting to do, but I just wanted to do a little bit of lighting here for some of the spots. This ride's gonna look really good at night. So we're gonna have obviously the last episode of this series will probably be the lighting episode. So this is about all we do for again for the gift shop, is just have like this exit wall piece at the top, and I figured it would just kind of have like this instead of doors, it's gonna have like a garage door kind of style way of closing this up. So you're not going to see like traditional doors for this gift shop. It's just going to have like kind of like garage doors in a sense, if that makes sense, to open and close the gift shop. So then I wanted to work on this exit path since we did place it because we needed an exit path from the station. I decided to keep this fencing going because I do like this fencing a lot. Because it works very well just overall for the theming and everything, and it kind of reminds me of some of the Silver Dollar City fences that are also there as well, which looks really nice. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. Instead of just put fencing across here, I wanted to add a little more, spice it up a little bit, make it look a little bit better. So I decided to go with these fences, and then instead of going along the path here, we're gonna go kind of straight across right here, and we're gonna create like some nice little planters off to the side here that will look fantastic, and then it will blend back into the path here, leading us into the exit gift shop, because like most coasters these days, you gotta exit through a gift shop while you exit the ride, so you're more inclined to buy something. That's kind of a trick that a lot of theme parks have been doing lately for the last 10 plus years or so. We're gonna continue that trend, because we want to make as much money as possible when it comes to our rides and coasters. We want to make people buy stuff, force them to go through gift shops. That's how you do it. And if something will catch their eye and they're like gonna say, oh, I need that. I definitely need that. So that's how it is. On this side though, we're gonna keep the fence up against the path like normal, and just have it on the one side, and we're going to engulf this a lot like a foresty type of feel. We're going to add a lot of bushes, trees, and plants around this area. So the theming continues through the exit. And then I do decide to do a lot of rock work. None of it's going to be final just yet, but I think the rock work is going to look fantastic overall. So anyways, these curbs, again, I had to reuse them over here as well. They look great. Can't go wrong with these curbs. They're not really curbs, but they work really well as curbs. You can see how far deep it goes down, and you can make them kind of pretty much as high as you want as well, which is really cool. I like the little angled piece of it. They're also recolorable, so and the way they bend and shape up look really, really well. So if you want to do curvy curbs with this, curvy curbs, I don't know why I like saying that. It sounds great, curvy curbs, but it looks great. As you can see, like the curves coming around here, it looks very, 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 very clean and very polished. I like it. And of course, we're going to put in some mulch from the Theme Maker's Toolkit, which is a great item to use when you're trying to create some planters, and this turned out quite nicely as well. And then after we get this mulch in, we're of course going to add a lot of plants, trees, and different stuff like that. Maybe some flowers and different miscellaneous foresty type objects to keep the theme consistent in here. I do need to put some lighting in here as well eventually. I don't do that in this episode, but we will eventually get to that hopefully. So getting all this mulch in. I like how this is also recolorable, so you can color this however you want, which is nice to have. So I ended up using a lot more Theme Maker's Toolkit items in this particular build than I originally intended, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with using Theme Maker's Toolkit items and builds if it just makes my builds a lot better, you know. Having those items available to me, why not use them? I know some people don't use them because they feel like it does slow the game down, which could be true for some people, but I've never felt like the Theme Maker's Toolkit items have really slowed my game down at all, so I continue to use them. I think it just depends on what items you do use, so just try not to have too many, and I think you're usually pretty good. Just have the main ones that you want and go from there. So again, I think I have more than I need, but I need to go through and actually get rid of some of the ones that I never use. A lot of them I gained from installing other parks and stuff and checking out other parks, which is fine, but I just got to remember to remove the items that I don't want overall. So I wish you could view parks without having to actually own those pieces as well. So, but yeah, a lot of bushes, a lot of trees going in here. You can see a lot of flowers. Overall, I also just wanted the track to feel like it's in a forest as well. So you're going to start seeing that throughout the next few episodes. We're probably going to be adding a lot of trees, just near miss elements with the track, with some rock work and some trees. So you're basically, when you're from the path, you're going to just see the taller points towering over the trees, which is going to be kind of a cool feel. And I love coasters that just fly past trees and stuff like that. Really, really awesome effect. Having those near miss elements when you have like a trees flying past you, these rock elements and everything like that. I think these rocks look really, really good. Really, really good. I like the way that they're gonna go. I tried to use a little bit of variety of rocks, some Theme Maker's Toolkits. I didn't use many in-game ones, but the Theme Maker's Toolkit ones just kind of did it for me, so I decided to go with a lot of those. And here for the exit, I decided to go with something a little bit different. We have a little cover that goes, since there's a track that goes over the top, I wanted to make sure that we could create like a themed barrier from the path and that track. That way nothing flies off, say like a loose article from a guest or something, or anything can fly off and hit anybody down below from this height. So we just want to make sure we have some covered on some of those spots. So overall, I like the exit path. It looks great. And then, like I said, we're going to go through slowly with some of these pieces of the track and start doing some rock work. Maybe even do mix some terrain in with it as well. But for right now, we just do a little bit of rock, like just a couple spots where you're going to see some rock work, like right here. I paused it with the train right next to it to make sure our clearance looks good. And then before the second launch, I decided to do like this little rock tunnel as well. I'm not sure if I completely like this just yet, but I continued with it to see how to move on. But I think this tunnel turned out fairly good for the most part, but it could maybe use some touching up in the future. But I do think adding some of this rock work and on the ride is just going to add more to the theming and elements and just make it a lot cooler of a ride. Of course, Velocicoaster's got a lot of theming, so I want to kind of match that and make sure we have a lot of theming on Oberon as well. So lots of rock work, foresty type of stuff, and maybe some cool particle effects as well that we could potentially add to make stuff happen. So again, King of the Fairies, so maybe we can add some like cool particle effects in some spots. I'm not sure exactly where or how we're going to accomplish that just yet, but it would be kind of a neat thing to see some of that stuff. But yeah, very foresty, very rock, and then rock work here going on, and wanted to connect some of the rock work together just to kind of join some of the theming all together and just kind of fill this area up, you know, with more bushes and trees. The crazy thing about this is I'm still getting nearly close to 60 frames a second in this, which is great. I mean, it's the only ride in the entire build and the entire park, which makes sense. So but that's just how it works. After we get some of these done, more trees and plants down, I think that's about it for this episode. So anyways, sorry it took so long to get another episode out. I knew I didn't want to, I said I wouldn't take this long, but ended up a bit, but hopefully it won't happen next time. It was a little over a week, I think. But anyways, besides the point, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more amazing content like this. And of course, I'm going to be seeing you guys in the next video or live stream. Remember, I'm live streaming on YouTube every Monday and live streaming on Twitch every Tuesday. So make sure you're watching out for those streams and make sure you're following me and all that fun stuff to make sure you don't miss those. So make sure you guys have a great day, cooler tomorrow. I'm going to catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Thanks so much and goodbye.